Soul is the first Disney Pixar movie that features an African-American protagonist, starring Jamie Foxx, Tina Fey, and Graham Norton. It premiered at the London Film Festival on October 11th, 2020, and was then released internationally on Disney Plus on December 25th. And what a Christmas present it was! Disney Pixar showed us once again that children's movies can and should be compelling and well developed. Pixar is not new to this. With Coco and Inside Out and now Soul, we got an animated movie that dares to delve into the complexities of the human mind in a delicate but complex way. Soul is so endearing and clever that children can get the gist of it, enjoy the adventures of Joe and 22, while adults can relate to an animated-induced life crisis. It's a movie for everyone. Sure, there may be better films out there, but Soul does not miss the mark when delivering its message. Soul reminds you how to live.
Joe Garner is a musician. His dream is to be a professional musician. But at the moment he's working as a band teacher in a middle school, and he's absolutely unsatisfied with his job and his life. His mother, Liva, a seamstress, encourages him to get a permanent position at the school, because she knows that will allow him to have a stable life with a steady income and a retirement pension. His luck changes when one of his former students, Carly, who is now a professional drummer, calls him to let him know that Dorothea Williams, a renowned sax player, needs a pianist for her band, and she will give him a chance to audition for her. He goes to the audition and he kills it. While he's playing, he's in the zone, in a state of complete ecstasy and immersion into his passion. He gets the gig and leaves the audition so exhilarated and euphoric that he falls into a manhole and dies. He moves to the zone between life and death as a soul, a little blue person that encompasses everything that he is. But Joe is not ready to live. He does not want to die before he starts living. So, instead of moving into the great beyond, he turns back and falls into the great before, where the unborn souls get trained for their trip to Earth until they form their personality and find their spark. While in the great beyond, he pretends to be a famous psychologist to mentor one of the new souls to help them get their spark and return to Earth.
Joe is assigned 22, a mischievous little soul that has worn out all of her previous mentors. Mother Teresa, Carl Jung, Gandhi, Copernicus, Marie Antoinette, Muhammad Ali, and the list goes on and on. 22 refuses to go to Earth because she sees no purpose in living, and this makes her and Joe the perfect duo in this situation. They make a deal. Joe will help 22 to complete the last piece of her pass to Earth, and she will give it to him so that she can skip life. The plan is to go to the Zone, a special place for people who are really focused on their passions, but also for those who are lost and have forgotten the reason for living. There they meet Moonwind, a spiritualist who is actually alive, but in a kind of meditative state that allows him to be in the space between the physical and the spiritual. He tries to help him travel back to Earth. Unfortunately, Joe rushes into things, and together with 22, they fall into Earth, with Joe's soul getting into a cat and 22 taking Joe's body. While on Earth, they try to look for Moonwind to swap bodies and to make it to the concert in time.
Before that, they need to dress up and get a haircut. They stop at one of Joe's friends' barbershop. There, 22 discusses her inquiries about life and death with the customers and Joe's friend. Then they go to Lida's tailor shop to fix Joe's suit. His mom is unhappy about his new gig, but he confronts her and they manage to understand one another's feelings. When they are about to swap their bodies, 22 tries to escape, since she wants to experience life to find her own spark. Unfortunately, they are both brought back to the great before. When Joe and 22 are taken back to the great before, 22 finally gets her pass. Joe gets mad as he's convinced this happened because she was living in his own body. However, he gets corrected and told that one's purpose is never pre-assigned and has nothing to do with finding your spark. Angry and frustrated, 22 leaves her pass and escapes into the zone, while Joe takes the pass and returns to his body. Joe finally gets to play next to Dorothy, but he soon realizes he doesn't feel any different than before. As he plays the piano, 22's memories return to him through the mementos she left behind. This moment of epiphany gets Joe into the zone and back to the great before, where he finds out 22 has become a lost soul. Joe helps her to get out of her dark thoughts and to realize she's now ready to live. They both take their separate paths as 22 crosses the Earth portal and Joe gets a new chance at living.
Soul is a fantastic watch. Whether you're old or young, it doesn't matter. Everyone could take something from it. In my case, it reminded me that life is about living. Wishing, planning, hoping, thinking, fantasizing are all necessary parts of the journey, but they aren't the journey. You may not have been born to be or do one thing, and that's okay, because your spark may not be your purpose in life. Soul teaches you that life is about being brave, grateful, taking risks, and above all, living. I'm not dying today, not when my life just started, says Joe. And what he failed to see is that his existence on Earth had a meaning. He was in the zone whenever he played music, he inspired students, he loved his parents. Those small things are the ones we should hold on to whenever there's no more hope left. Because if we impacted even one person's life, if we felt bliss when experiencing the mundane, if we felt pride in our achievements, however big or small they are, if we recognize that we were swimming in the ocean the whole time, our life will have had purpose, and that is an encouraging thought.
I especially enjoyed the scene where Joe plays the piano alone at his apartment, and all his good memories come back to him. That's when he begins to appreciate the value of little things that we mostly take for granted. His own little moments of happiness begin to flow in his mind. I find this scene really meaningful, since it perfectly captures the essence of the movie with the additional touch of wonderful music. The message of the movie is to take our time to enjoy life with its ups and downs, focusing not only on our goals, but also on the little things that make it special. The movie leaves us with an open ending, wondering about Joe and 22's fates. Does Joe continue his life as a professional pianist, or does he become a teacher? Where does 22 go? What's her life like? Will Joe and 22 cross paths again? That's up to us to fill in. The important thing is that we know for sure they will live a full life, appreciating every little moment and its beauty. Just like Joe and 22 at the end of this movie, we may not know our destiny, but we can set our minds to appreciate life while we go through it.
So, we hope you have also enjoyed this movie. What was your favorite scene? What do you think about the ending? Leave your thoughts on the comment section below.
That's it for now. Remember to like, subscribe and share. We will be uploading more reviews soon. Bye bye!